thought I'd make the most of our last bit of time here in Disney. So I've come in for rope drop this morning, so it's about 8 o'clock. I'm just queuing up for Tower of Terrors. I've not managed to do it this trip. Rachel has stayed back in the room. She's feeling a bit tired, she's feeling a bit run down, so I'm not sure she's coming down with something, so she's just going to chill, and I'm going to meet her back there at lunchtime to head over to the airport. I'm going to see what I can get done in the morning in the park. Heading out of the park around about lunchtime today, so we fly tonight about 6:10 from MCO, from Terminal C, so first time flying from there. So we don't actually need to leave the resort till about 2 o'clock, so yeah, that's why now they would hear all the channels. Rope drop this morning, managed to do 2 rides. It's just after 9 o'clock. Walked straight onto Tower of Terror, so joined the queue probably about 8:15. They took us onto the ride at 8:30 and I was off before 10 to 9. Then managed to jump on Runaway Railway. It was displaying a 25-minute wait time, but literally both of them were a walk-on, so really quick. They are scanning to double check that you are staying in the resort. We check out today, but I still managed to get in because it's still classed as a hotel reservation. This morning I'm just going to go with the flow and we'll see what the wait times are like and just jump on what I can. I know Rise has a single rider and I think Smugglers does as well, so I might try and get both of them done again this morning, but next I'm going to have a cup of coffee because I'm not quite awake yet. UK today, isn't it? It's very cold here today.
Yeah, definitely. There you go, look.
If you do single rider, this is where you come in. You missed the pre-show at the beginning.
Proceed forward, single file. Do not stop. Keep up with the...
So once you're through where the stormtroopers are, you get escorted into a separate line, which is purely for single riders. So far it's taken me about 5 minutes from coming in the entrance, so a lot quicker than waiting in line for the standby line.
We are needed on the bridge.
Keep the prisoners here. I will return to finish this personally.
Okay. Take this corridor to the turbo lift, then head down to the escape pod base. Those droids are programmed to return you to Batu. Hurry and don't get caught.
You're not authorized. Wait. Those are the prisoners. Hurry. No. I sit down. Sound the alarm. All personnel to their stations.
Stop. The prisoners have escaped.
Resistance is about to be destroyed. No!
I've just got off Rise of the Resistance. I did the single rider line because currently the queue is about 75 minutes for standby. from actually getting into the single rider line, and then I'll put some footage in of where you come in on the ride to give you an idea. So if you've never done the ride, it's probably not for you, because you do miss a lot of the pre-show at the beginning. You actually come in where you meet the stormtroopers, and then you get added to groups of less than 2 to make up like a 3 or a 4 in a group. So was waiting a very short time once I actually got into where the stormtroopers are. So all in all, from actually entering the queue to finishing the ride, it took me half an hour. So it's definitely worth doing if you've done the ride before, you've seen the pre-show, and you just actually want to do the ride. Would thoroughly recommend joining the single rider queue. Even if you're in a group, you might not be riding with your family or your friends, but it's definitely worth it, because the wait time is so long at the moment. Hi, Grogu.
You seem a bit anxious.
So I've stopped for a quick pit stop in Backlot, quick service. I've come in for the Wookiee cookie. Had this last time I was here. It's really nice. I'm not quite sure I'm going to be able to eat it all, because last time we shared one, but I'm going to at least try it. I've just spent a bit of time in Galaxy's Edge. It's quite nice when you've got no particular plans coming into the park, which I didn't this morning. I was just going to see what I could manage to do. As mentioned earlier, managed to do Rise as a single rider. That was a really, if you're not needing to see the pre-show, it's definitely a really good idea. Whilst wandering around Galaxy's Edge, I bumped into the Mandalorian and Grogu, cutest character meet ever, which was lovely. If I hadn't been wandering, I'd never have found them. Also bumped into Rey as well whilst wandering around. So I'm going to have this. I might try the baseline tap bar just for a very flight. Probably a good idea just before we get on the flight, and hopefully we don't have an 11-hour flight that we did come in, but fingers crossed. So we've got an overnight flight coming back. We were supposed to be going back with Mears Connect later today. Our flight's at 6:10 with BA, but interestingly, our pickup wasn't until 2:50, which is a little bit late for us. I do like to get to the airport in good time, because you never know what the queue's going to be like for sort of customs and check-in. So I think we're going to end up getting an Uber. I've emailed Mears to let them know not to pick us up. I think we're going to get an Uber to the airport probably around about 1:30, 2 o'clock. So I've got another couple of hours in the park. I'm just going to mooch around, see what I feel like doing. I've had some lightsaber shots done as well. Really enjoyed this morning. It's probably one of my favourite mornings of the trip. I'm one of these people that does like to try and get the most out of their holiday. So I hate travelling home days. I always try and come into the park, even if it's only for a few hours, just to sort of finish off my trip, which I've done this morning. I've really had a great morning so far, so I'll catch up with you in a little while. I'm going to try the Wookiee cookie now. So I finally popped into the baseline tap house, I think it's called, to try a flight of light ales, and I've also gone for the cider. So I've gone for 4 in total, and they're 5-ounce volume, and it's $15.18. So I'll try turn around and show you what I've gone for. This one is from Golden Road Brewing, and it's Golden Road Mango Cart from Los Angeles, 4% ABR, perfectly balanced craft wheat ale made with real mango. The second one is a Whelan, I think it is, from Los Angeles, 5% ABR, and that's a Bavarian style wheat beer with a hint of banana and clove with a smooth finish. The third one is the Scrimshaw Pilsner Fort Bragg, 4.7% ABR, and it's got a subtle hop character with a crisp and dry finish. And then I've gone for a cider on the end. So we're going to try the Golden Road Mango Cart first. That's lovely. You can really taste some mango in that. Really refreshing, ideal for the summer. Definitely try that again when it's warmer in Florida. So it's currently about 5 degrees outside, so it feels like I'm in the UK currently at the moment. That's lovely. Really, really nice. I really like that one. The second one is the Heifer Wilner, I think it is. Again, that's from Los Angeles, and this is more like a, reading the notes, more like a Bavarian style German beer. So we'll try this and see what this is like. That does taste very much like Weiss beer, what you get in Munich when I go to see my brother in Germany. That is a really nice Weiss beer. And the third one is the Scrimshaw Pilsner, and that has a subtle hop character. So shall we see what this one's like? Hasn't really got any taste. I can see why they call it subtle, because it hasn't really got any flavours at all. It's nice, quite refreshing, but I think my favourite at the moment was the Golden Rain Mango Cart. That is lovely, really refreshing for the summer. This is nice, very subtle. Can't really feel any flavours coming through. And finally, the cider, which is one of my favourites. That's lovely. You can really taste like a raspberry. That's really refreshing as well, but I still think the Golden Rain Mango Cart is my absolute favourite. Very nice. I'll be nice and merry when I get on the plane later. I got back to the Polynesian around 1:30 and we got an Uber over to MCO. Got there around about 2 o'clock. Security was quite quick, and then we went into the new side of the terminal. We had lunch at Summer House. We didn't manage to get there at Disney Springs, and the food was delicious. And of course, we had a glass of wine as well. We then waited around for a little bit and explored the airport. The beauty with Terminal C, once you go through security, you do have a SeaWorld shop, a Universal shop, and of course a Disney shop, just in case you hadn't got enough merch already from your trip. We headed over to our gate, and unfortunately, surprise, surprise, our flight was delayed again, but not as long as before. I think we had about an hour's delay, and we headed onto the plane. I didn't film on the plane. It was lights were turned down quite early into the flight. And I wanted to respect other people on the plane. We had the most beautiful sunrise. We headed home from the airport and straight to bed. Hi, Future Sarah here again. Surprise, surprise, I've got to end the vlog again. So as you saw in the video, headed back to the Polynesian after a really fun morning in Hollywood Studios. Got actually quite a lot done in the morning. Really enjoyed it. We then got an Uber back from the Polynesian to MTO, and as I mentioned before, I actually emailed Mears Connect to say that we were actually going to make our own way to the airport, and as a follow-up from that, they emailed me afterwards to apologise, to advise that we'd been put on the wrong timed bus back to the airport, and they gave us a full refund for the return journey. So excellent customer services again from Mears Connect. So again, I can't recommend them enough. I just wanted to say thank you so much for following along on this vlog series. Very different vlog series for me. First time I've been to Walt Disney World in a long time without Andy and the children, but I had a really good week. So thanks for everyone that's watched the vlogs, liked the vlogs, left me a comment and subscribed to the channel. I really do appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Anyway, this is the end of this series. Should have another one coming very soon. So we're off to Disneyland, California in July, and then we've just booked a sneaky trip to Universal in Florida to see Epic Universe at the end of August into September. So lots more to come on the channel, and again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.